Yes, your boy's back at it. Picked up a couple things. Picked up some of my man Tony B. Hey, just clowning my boy right quick. Hey, we off to the Toycon right now with my man Martymcfly, the one and only. Link will be in the description. This is Haularama number 7, repping it for Chicago, ACBA, IWO. I don't give a fuck what you rep. We repping it for everybody. About to buy some motherfucking toys. Ashrok out. Yeah, showing my man John Cannon, Martymcfly. This is the madness that is Toycon. Picked up a lot of shit so far. You guys want to see what's in here? You're gonna have to wait. That's the bottom line. What?
Broke.
Broke as much. Been here an hour and we're already broke. There's so many toys, so much plastic, more plastic than Hollywood. Woo. All right, as you can see, the sign clearly says no smoking. We have a rebel here. Arrest that man! Hey, we've done spend a lot of money. I don't know how I'm gonna feed my kids. Not that I have any, but if I do, they're fucked.
I'm broke.
Oops, sorry, little kid right behind me. Feel real bad for cursing. Feel real bad for cursing in front of kids. No, I don't. Yes, your boy's back at it.
There's a couple things.
Picked up a couple things. Oh my god, hey, this is the madness so far. So far, what time is it? Hold up, what time is it? 10? No, what time is it? I can't see. Yeah, 10. It's 10:10 in the morning. We've been here about 2 hours, and we've already probably spent between the both of us about what, $600?
Yeah, that's about
it's fucked up, you know. So it is what it is. My girl's probably gonna leave me after this, but whatever. Hey,
ACBA shit right
props
there.
for days, baby. Props. Hey, Connor's got this dude just be finding stuff. I just follow him around. Anyways, back at it. What is up, community? It is Ashrok back with another Haularama. This is Haularama number 7, Toycon edition. Picked up a lot of cool stuff the last month or so. Big ups to tax season. Thank you, government, for giving me some money back. Usually around tax season, we all overspend, and then we go, you know, because we think we're like rich. We're like, yeah, I got all this money. And then 2 weeks later, like, damn, I'm broke. What'd I spend my money on? Oh, that's right. Toys and hookers. It's a beautiful combination, though. I'm not complaining. Anyways, we will be accompanied once again by Mr. Donkey Kong here. As you can see, that is for the autofocus in this video. He will be staring at everybody's ass throughout the whole video. Literally every single person's ass. And he doesn't want to, but he has really no choice because he's a toy. And he has no, he can't move on his own. So that's why, okay? Big ups to my man Martymcfly. Went to the con with him, met up with Edgar up there, met up with Tony from Toink. Some really good people, man. I came there prepared. I've never been to a Toycon. I know. I have, you know, what you guys are thinking, like, what the hell? I go to a lot more Comic Cons. So this is my first ever Toycon, but for me, personally, I tend to go very prepared when I go to Comic Cons. I buy a lot of, you know, I get like my snacks, I get, you know, some water, I bring a sandwich or two, you know, I come equipped, man, with a book bag and everything. I just like to be ready, and I don't like to spend $12 on a slice of pizza. Just overpriced crap. I could buy toys with that or comic books or something, you know. So, but anyways, we were only there for 2 hours though, and we spent a shit ton of money. Between me and John alone, we probably dropped, man, over $600 easily. Oh man, we got there early, so we got first dibs on all the good stuff, all the new shit, and it was really cool because you could negotiate with them. Never pay full price at any convention, folks, ever. And I did not. I negotiated I didn't care if it was $1 difference. You know, if I could save $1, I saved a damn dollar. So, but picked up a lot of cool stuff there, and a lot of cool stuff before that. So we'll go over all that. Picked up Mr. Doc Ock here. This is the Marvel Legends Showdown version. This is my second one. The other one I have is very, very loose. So I bought another one. It was $3. Couldn't complain. Very tight joints. I'm going to have someone in the community hopefully customize them to have opposable tentacles, which would be really, really cool. Picked up both of these bad boys at the con. This is the Hellboy figures. I believe this one here is like some kind of exclusive, or like a San Diego exclusive, or a Toys R Us exclusive. And this guy here, picked them both up, 2 for $15, loose. fell in love with these things. Now, granted, the articulation isn't the best, but the fine detail on these figures is amazing. Probably some of my favorite 3 3/4 inch figures of all time. I'm not exaggerating that. I always love this character. Anyways, like the movies a lot. Read a couple of the trade paperbacks. Really cool, dynamic character. Like these figures so damn much, guys, that I actually went and met up with Tony and bought these at Toyk, MOC, just to have them. Just to have them in my collection. I just like these figures so damn much. I think they did a very, very, very good job with them. So we'll move on to the Street Fighter stuff. That's why this video is going to be organized. It's going to be very organized. So you guys will see. Picked up the 2-pack Dalsum, the gray variant, along with the E-Honda. Big fat ass. Real loose freaking figures though, man. I mean, they were in package. They were MOC, but loose. I mean, they're unbelievably loose. Soda figures are generally not this freaking loose. I couldn't believe it. So, so much so that, yeah, this thing has a hard time staying in here. It really does. You start moving it around, and it's very, very flimsy, man. I was just pissed off. You know what I mean? When you get a figure like this, and you know, I mean, I paid $30 for the set, so it wasn't too bad, but still, gonna have to do some work on them. Gonna have to fix them up a little bit. But it shouldn't be a big deal. Picked up Mario and Luigi from my Nintendo Wii U setup in my living room. Again, he's going to be joined by Mr. Donkey Kong back there and Diddy Kong. I did pick up a Diddy Kong figure, but I left it upstairs. So, but just that setup, you know, nostalgic purposes, the Wii U and everything. I figured I have some, you know, Wii or Nintendo characters to go along with it. So. Definitely the most iconic video game character of all time, right here, Mario, without a shadow of a doubt. So, had to get him. Real simple stuff, nostalgic purposes with a lot of my figures. You guys know that, so I had to get those. Oh yeah, Metalhead. I had to get this bad boy, man. Just really, really cool. I got the whole freaking set so far, with the exception of like Fish Face or whatever his name is, and that little dog, I think is Dog Pound. They just look too booty. They look terrible. I'm not getting them. But I thought this guy was pretty cool, so I finally picked him up. And then more turtles. Picked up my classics finally. Man, I kind of should have bought these a long time ago. Absolutely awesome figures. The articulation, the detail, the fact that they got that old school feel to them. If you guys ever bought Ninja Turtles back in the day, this is what they looked like. They were a lot smaller, obviously, but these things are so detailed, really, really nice, cartoon look. And I had to get them, especially after I saw the Bebop and Rocksteady figures they showcased at, I think, one of the Toycons or something. I was like, dude, I got to get these now for sure. So picked them up on Amazon for I believe it was 20 bucks each, 20 shipped. So it wasn't a bad deal. Got the Leo and Donatello as well. But really, really cool figures. The only gripe is the eyes. I know a lot of people talk about them. I think they're a little goofy looking with some of them. So I'll probably have one of my customizing buddies work on those for me. Kind of fix them up a little bit, make them look nice and pretty. But again, the articulation, the detailing of them, they just look so cool. They got that cartoon feel, and it brings back memories, that nostalgic, you know, that you know, growing up on that shit, man. It's awesome. So speaking of nostalgic, I did pick up some more WWE figures. Picked up Miss Elizabeth. Elizabeth, will you marry me? That's my Macho Man impersonation. I know, it was terrible, but whatever. Okay, so no, I got the Miss Elizabeth. She's very hard to find. I found her at a Target in one of my buildings that I'm in charge of, and super psyched to have her, man. Picked her up in pretty decent price, and glad I have her in my collection, man. Just again, I'm collecting all my WWE figures, all the classics. Speaking of classics, I did at the con get a really, really good deal on some figures. I got Mr. Bam Bam Bigelow. So there he is. Bam Bam. Let's see here. I got Ravishing Rick Rude. You ladies love it when he's pulsating, don't you? It's an action figure, ladies. Calm down. Don't get all excited. So Ravishing Rick Rude. Pull back a little bit. Oh boy, I am an idiot. Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Rattlesnake, of course. I got to meet this guy in '98. Such a cool dude. It's right when he started to really blow up. 98, I believe, or 99. But got to meet him. It was an honor to meet him. Such a cool guy altogether. Just a good dude. But got this guy. And got the Yokozuna. Really hard figure to find. But I got all 4 of those last figures I just showed you for 55 bucks even. I thought that was a great deal. I mean, the Stone Cold alone goes for like $20, $25. So I wasn't, I pulled the trigger quick, man. I had to get those figures. I got Ricky the Dragon Steamboat as well. Got this on Amazon for $11 shipped. So really good price. Again, getting all my classic figures. I have not started setting them up in my DTOFs yet just because I want the WWE Elite ring. I know John P. Messaged me about that a couple weeks, maybe a month or so ago, and I fell in love with that freaking ring. It's basically a WWE ring, but it's like authentic. You know, it's got like authentic ring material, ropes, metal, you know, the turnbuckles and everything's like, it's all authentic, like the actual material that they use in the real ring. And I want it, but the problem is it goes for a very expensive price. I mean, unless you guys know somebody that knows somebody, can give me a good decent price on that, I don't see myself dropping the money. I mean, used, it goes for like $150 to $200 used. Brand new, anywhere from $300 to $500. So I mean, it's very expensive ring, but I want that one. That's the one I'm really looking forward to. And if you guys, like I said, see it, please, by all means, hook a brother up. Picked up some Marvel Legends. That's right. Now, again, I had a ton of Marvel Legends back in the day when I was in college. But again, I had stopped collecting for a while because of the money thing. And one of the things I had to do, unfortunately, I had to sell a lot of my figures back then, and in particular all my Legends. And it sucked. It really sucked ass. I was upset about it, but I had no choice. You know, when you're in college, you got to make sacrifices, and you prioritize on what's important. And it's just one of those things, man. I mean, I was broke. I needed the money, so I mean, I shouldn't have to explain myself, but you guys get it. I ended up selling them all for like, I think it was like $300, and I got to eat food for like 3 months, which was kind of good. You know, ramen noodles, baby. I was living on ramen noodles forever. Picked up the Beast, so really cool stuff here. I wish they'd make this in Marvel Universe, man. I wish this style here would be so cool. I mean, I heard rumors when they announced the Astonishing Beast that they were going to make a variant of the 90s one, but obviously that went to shit. I haven't seen anything about it. Picked up the Colossus figure. This thing is amazing. One of my favorite Legends figures. So simple, I mean, but huge. I mean, this guy, it's a big boy, dude. This is a big boy, but looks really, really neat with the X-Men. And again, I'm buying all my X-Men characters first, and then start focusing on other ones later on. X-Men's my favorite, you know, comic books and toys altogether. My favorite anything is X-Men. The Psylocke figure, got this at the con as well. Not the greatest figure. I know the face sucks booty, man. It's not the best, but you know what? I still think she looks okay. I mean, the paint's pretty nice. The hair's, I think, pretty cool. I'm not complaining. I like this figure. I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's not as terrible, I think, as some people put her. Picked up the X-Force Wolverine. So there he is. Very, very neat figure. Definitely one of the coolest Wolverines out there. You know, real nice. Came out real clean. So picked up the Iceman figure. So I know a lot of people like this figure. I'm not a big fan of this. The only reason I got this again is because my X-Men setup. Reason being, I don't like these fucking shoulders, man. I don't like anything about these. I know, like, there's a couple other characters in the Legends line from the Toy Biz days that have these same kind of shoulders. I think they look phony, but that's just my opinion. I just don't like the way they look. They look very unnatural to me. You know what I mean? And again, I know what you're thinking, but they're action figures, Ash. Yeah. I understand that, but I want my action figures to look somewhat realistic. You know what I mean? Curve it out a little bit. Don't have these ball joints on this, like the style they have it. I just hate it. Not a big fan of it, but I mean, still not a bad figure. And picked up the Storm from the Toy Biz days. Awesome looking figure. Picked up the white variant, the white colored Storm. So really cool stuff. Love this figure. So really neat. Way better than any MU Storm that came out. Unfortunately, they could have they would have given her the new female mold, I think they could have done a way better job. Her and Psylocke definitely both deserve it. And the last one I picked up is the Hope. So I know a lot of people don't like this figure, and she's real, you know, kind of wonky in a way. But I think the paint came out really, really nice on this thing. I think the likeliness of the character came out really nice. Poncho came out real cool. So I like this character. Unfortunately, they ruined her in AVX, I think. If you guys haven't read AVX, spoiler alert, it sucked ass. There's your spoiler alert. It was fucking terrible. It was terrible writing, terrible art. It's terrible. That whole fucking crew should get canned. Shit canned. Completely. That's just my opinion. But, whatever. What do I know? I've been reading comic books since I was 5. You know, what do I know? Assholes. A little bit of anger there. I apologize. Let's take it back a little bit. And action. Hey, guys. How's it going? Yay. Clouds and bunny rabbits. And Select figures. Picked up the Marvel Select Venom. Got this on Amazon for 20 bucks shipped. Awesome. The best Venom ever created. Hands down. The sheer amount of detail, the sheer amount of extras this thing comes with. Extra hands, extra heads. Comes with this back piece here that's removable. I mean, you guys can go see the reviews. I know Shartimus reviewed it and a couple other folks have reviewed it in the last month or so. But this thing is absolutely phenomenal. This needs to be in your collection. I don't care what you collect. This has to be in your fucking collection. It's an amazing, amazing figure all around. So, highly recommend it. Probably the best Select figure of all time. I mean, it's an amazing figure. Picked up this bad boy here. Did not think I was going to get him, but I ended up getting him. This is the Marvel Select Rhino. Saw a lot of pictures of him, then I saw him in real life, and initially I wasn't a big fan of him, but then the sheer size, I mean, let's zoom in on that size. I mean, look at that. No, the sheer size, perv. The sheer size of this figure is awesome, and you got to appreciate it so much, and I like it. I think it's a great figure. I highly recommend it. Again, 20 bucks shipped. Wasn't too bad. Very cool Rhino. I think this is the best Rhino out until the Marvel Universe Rhino drops. Not the 2-pack or the Spider-Man series Rhino, but the other Rhino. It's a single-carded classic look of Rhino, which you guys should see pictures of if you haven't seen it yet. And finally, last select I got was the Juggernaut, bitch. Awesome. Awesome figure. The size of this guy. Let me look at the likeliness, the paint. This is a great figure for your Legends collection. Most of you guys know that already. I know I'm kind of telling everybody what they already know, but an amazing figure, guys. I recommend this figure big time. The articulation isn't the best. You know, he does have some missing pieces here and there. But that doesn't matter to me. And sometimes articulation, depending on the character, depending on what they're trying to go for, could be irrelevant. Matter of fact, my next figure I'm going to show you guys does not have the best articulation, but still looks freaking amazing. This is a Spawn figure. Picked this up at the con as well. Fucking love it. Articulation, again, not the best. Not good at all, really. But McFarlane hasn't been known for their articulation. They've always been known for more their paint, the way they look, the molds in some cases. And this one definitely speaks out. This guy was asking for 30. He had it marked down to 25, and then I got it for 15. And it comes with a really cool case and everything, like a little plastic case. Same one as the Freddy Jason setup that I showed you guys in Haularama number 6. Awesome figure, man. This thing, the amount of detail, I'm going to zoom in on some of this detail. You guys can really appreciate it. I mean, look at this thing, dude. Tell me that does not... I mean, it looks like a fucking comic book. That's how amazing this thing is to me. I love this figure. Again, it speaks for itself. The real chains, and I mean, this is just cool. So, I love that figure, man. Highly recommend it to all you folks. Picked up some NECA. Picked up only really one NECA figure, and that is the Jason Voorhees. This is the bloody variant. Picked this up at Toys R Us. I think it was $16.99 or $17.99. I'm not sure. But this is the bloody variant. It's got blood there, blood on the pants, blood on the machete. Really cool. Blood, a little bit of blood on the mask. His face is just completely destroyed. I mean, ladies, what do you think? No? Whatever. What do you think now? Yeah! No, wait. What do you think now with a fucking machete in your face? You'll do whatever he tells you to do, biatch. I'm such an idiot. Ladies, I was just joking. You know I love you all. I think this thing is absolutely amazing, though. This is really, really cool. NECA has definitely improved over the years in their articulation points. They, again, similar to McFarlane, are not all about articulation. They are about the way they look. Their molds, their paint applications are amazing. Some of the best in the world. But over the years, they've gotten a little bit better with their articulation. I'm kind of glad to see this like ball joint hinge here, or the ball joint on the leg, finally, to see, you know what I mean, to get them a little more dynamic poses. You can walk them, you could, you know, maybe even sit them down a little bit, you know. You can do a lot of little things with them. So, really glad to see that. But this figure, I highly recommend it if you're a Jason fan. I always was. I love the character. More than the movies, I like the character. That's the thing for me. And again, more nostalgic purposes. Probably my favorite horror character of all time. Picked up some Batman figures. What? Batman, Ash? That's not Marvel. I know. Big ups to my man Negroid 2099, my buddy Matt. Got me on the Batman stuff. If I had to take any character from DC and bring him over, it would be Batman. And I have nothing against DC. I really don't. I just never really, I guess, given it a chance. Never read anything. Don't even know where to start. You know, I know a lot of people recommend certain things. But when you buy so much stuff as it is, you just, maybe it's that too, like I don't want to go spend more money and start a whole new thing, but definitely some really cool stuff out there. So, picked up some Batman figures. Batman is definitely one of my favorite. Some Batman Unlimited stuff, some DC Unlimited. This is the Injustice Batman, I believe, so really cool stuff there. And the thing with DC figures is they do tend to utilize the same molds over and over again, and I know most people know that. But it's just a different display. I know, like I think Tony B talked about it. They just look different. They look better in their setups, I guess. When you're putting them in details, they all kind of have the same size and stature and stuff like that. This is the Planet X version, and it comes with this little guy here. I forget his name, but. For me personally, I do like Legends and Universe because they do have different molds and stuff like that, and they kind of give you a different dynamic. You know, Colossus shouldn't have the same mold as the other, you know, as Beast. You know, like it just doesn't look right. But they do pull it off in some of their figures, and it's not bad. But again, I only have the Batman characters. Got the Batgirl. Got this is the new 52, I believe, Batman. So really cool, kind of that shiny look, but really, really neat. Picked up the Dark Knight Returns. So really cool stuff here. Kind of, you know, just a cool looking figure just because he's so big and he's older, and you know, it just looks real nice. And then in terms of the villains, I only picked up really one villain so far, which is the Penguin. I believe JR Nightmare showed this in one of his videos, and I went and got it like the next day. So really, really cool stuff here. But and then the last thing DC related was, oh, sorry, the Mad TV. Let me turn this light off for a second. The Mad TV, Alfred Newman as the Joker. Now, they do have a ton of these. You can see right there, they have all the different characters right there. I really didn't care for any of them but the Joker, just because I felt like the Joker was probably the best character to play something like this. You know what I mean? That could actually pull it off. You know, he's wearing his underwear with his long socks. Just looks real goofy, but I absolutely love it. I think it's a really, really neat figure. So, yeah, but there he is. So I'm gonna plan on keeping this guy MOC, just because I really have no plans of opening it up. You know, just looks kind of cool. It was really hard to find. I had to go around looking for him, but I finally found him. Walking Dead figures. Big ups to Tony B. Tony B. Picked up Shane Walsh. Picked up the RV Zombie, also from Tony B. Toink.com. The Bicycle Girl as well. So really cool stuff. I'm definitely going to get all of these. You know, obviously one of the hardest ones to get is Daryl. But I'm not tripping because they are coming out with a Daryl Merle 2-pack, which I pre-ordered on BBTS. So all you guys that are like tripping about, oh man, we're going to have a Daryl figure, they are coming out with a 2-pack. I'm not sure if it's the same figure. I haven't seen any photos of it yet. But not a big deal, you know what I mean? You still get some cool stuff. I went to a local comic book shop and I found these as well. Really hard to find. Got them for $17.99 each. Got the Officer Rick Grimes and the comic series Michonne. These actually go for a pretty penny right now. They're really hard to find, you know, being from like the first wave or the first series or the second series, whatever. At the Toycon, however, I did pick up the whole new wave of the Walking Dead figures all at once. So, got one of the pets, one of Michonne's pets here. Got the other pet here. These things are so detailed. They do come with stands as well, which is really appreciated because, you know, for them to stand well, you know. There he is, Mr. Merle. He's a prick, but I think this season he actually kind of means well, to be honest. I think he's got a lot of good pointers, and they're not really listening to him. So I think it's going to be one of those. Something might happen, and he's going to be like, I told you so type of deals, but who knows. The Autopsy zombie. So really cool stuff here. This guy comes with a ton of accessories. I think he comes with like the squirrel and all whatever. And this is the one they cut up in the forest. Trying to find, what's her name? The little girl. I forget her damn name. And Michonne. So super cool. The articulation has gotten better on these figures. Definitely way better. But I know McFarlane is making a fucking killing on these figures, man. I mean, that is quite the investment, to be honest. To pick up those licenses, that was just the smartest thing you can really do. Now, the last couple things, I'm going to actually take the camera off the tripod here. So give me a second. Let's move it. I'm gonna, because a lot of the stuff I got is some larger stuff. Got this actually, this Monopoly game board here. It was actually a gift around Christmas time. Never got the showcases from one of my employees. She gave me this as a Christmas gift. She's an absolute sweetheart. I have no plans of opening it up. It's been sitting in my office, but I haven't had a chance to showcase it, so I thought I'd do it now. Got this from my boss. Yeah, my boss. It is a giant size X-Men kind of statue-esque type deal. It's got all these, like, you know, comic books on the side. Really, really cool stuff. He got this for me for Christmas as well. You know, I'm very fortunate to be with a cool company that get me stuff that they know I like, and I just thought this was really, really neat the way it pops out and everything. So super cool stuff. They got this at the con as well. This is one of the only, you know, kind of Marvel Universe related I got, was the Ice Axe King Laufey. He actually had two of them. I should have fucking bought the other one. It was one of those things. I felt salty. I didn't buy it, but I got this one for 12 bucks. I probably could have got two for 20. I would have negotiated with them, but my fault, man. Oh, I picked up some Tide. Yay! Keep my clothes clean. Look at this. Hold on. Vivid White and Bright. Which y'all know about that. Huh? Oh, and it's also a bleach alternative. Picked up the Brian Urlacher figure. Who knows if this guy's going to be a Chicago Bear next year, but not a big deal. Got this at Quake yesterday. So, got that at Quake, as well as first series Captain America. 15 bucks. Terrible packaging, and that's why you get it for 15. You know, it's got the shields real loose. You know, it's like, yeah, you can see the shield. Oh, wow. It looks like it landed in his hand. Isn't that cool? Oh, man, that was pretty neat. But I'm such a nerd. It's awesome. It landed in his hand. Hoiven Glaven. But, yeah, pretty good price, I think, for a first series figure from Marvel Legends. Picked up a Mighty Thor bottle opener. That's right. This is by Diamond. I thought this was really neat. I enjoy my beer, and I got, you know, got this here. So I'm gonna drink my Stella later on tonight. Pop it open with this bad boy. So really, really cool stuff, and it's actually really heavy duty. I'm not gonna pull it out of the package, but it's actually really, really good material. It's not your cheapy type style, you know. So got that on Amazon. And the last thing I got was the God of War Ascension Collector's Edition. I am a huge God of War fan. If anybody knows me, I am gigantic on God of War. I have art, I have original art, I have his blades, I have custom statues, I have other statues, I have all the action figures, I have keychains, trinkets, I have all kinds of God of War stuff. I'm a big Kratos fan. This game has been kind of disappointing so far. I don't know if you guys have started playing it, but graphic-wise alone, I'm like, man, you know, it isn't God of War 3. Go play God of War 3 and then play this and tell me which one you think is better. God of War 3's graphics were on like a whole nother level, I felt like, just, you know. But again, it's still a pretty cool game. The gameplay is a little different in this particular version. I did get the collector's edition, as you can see. It's got the statue, and then it's got the metal case and book and some music and stuff. That game I'm actually looking forward to more than anything this year. The Last of Us by Naughty Dog. That is going to be fucking awesome. So, yeah, but again, a little disappointing. And actually, that wasn't the last thing I picked up. I forgot to showcase this. That's right. So I picked up the Deadpool pen holder, or pencil holder. Bought this. This is a Gentle Giant piece. They only made 1,050 of these. This piece is separate from the bottom there, so it does come off. And all these little pieces sit in there. All the pens and stuff. An arrow sits in here, but you have to get a pencil for it. And in my entire fucking house, I don't have a pencil. I couldn't believe it. So the Ninja Stars are removable. They are like plastic material, so they're not. They won't harm the kids. But again, they only made 1,050 of these total. I pre-ordered this about a year ago, and they finally came out with it. So really excited. I think mine's like number 340 or something like that. But an absolutely amazing piece. So yeah, there you guys go, man. Thank you guys so much for watching Haularama number 7. I appreciate it. Remember to laugh every day. And the next review will be Blastar. So stay tuned to that. All right, folks? You guys have a good one. Jasmine. Peace.